So here I am on my first backpacking trip of the season, and of course I went as ultralights as possible. I have a bunch of cold weather stuff, however I only have a little liter of water, and I was banking on getting some when I get up here, but so far everyone I passed by says no flowing water. So I might be melting snow in a 600 milliliter cup, which doesn't sound like fun. So hopefully they just don't know what they're talking about, and they don't know where to look, specifically lake outlets and lake inlets. I was up here in this winter a few years ago, and maybe February, maybe April, but it's March. I mean, it's April. Anyway, I was up here earlier and was able to find water, so I'm thinking I might be able to. We'll see. Well, turns out I ended up melting water last night, or melting snow. It wasn't that bad, really. If you were doing it for a group of people, it would be bad, but for just one person. And I don't need water all day today. I expect to get back to the car around noon. But the 40-degree quilt ended up working very good, in conjunction with the 20-degree quilt. And then my classic X-Therm plus the Gossamer gear, like eggshell carton backing, just a closed cell phone. And all that in a bivvy with no tent, because tents really aren't necessary. There are no clouds in the sky, and the bivvy probably adds about the same amount of warmth. maybe a little bit less, maybe 5 degrees less than the tent would. But and more importantly, Bibby does not need stakes, which don't work that well in snow. So yeah, got close to Lawn Lake last night, but the sun was setting, so I decided to go into the trees and set up camp. And I'm finishing it today, so just a little bit of uphill and then rest downhill. And all right, let's see what we have waiting for us at Lawn Lake. Oh, here we are. Made it to Lawn Lake. I thought I might be going farther, but it turns out travel via snowshoe is not. If I can do 6 miles on regular trails, about 4 miles is my limit on snowshoes. One of my favorite pictures is taken like about this. It was when I think I must have been here for maybe like a year or 2 years, so like very, when I was very fresh in Colorado. And got a nice picture where the reflection of the sun was hitting the lake, so it looked like just this white patch of this lake, just radiant, and then with the mountains in the background. It's still one of my favorite pictures. But, this is pretty neat too. I've seen 2 other groups today. I actually saw one group that stayed the night, so I'm gonna go talk to them and see what they got going on. There's not many of us that'll do this kind of thing. Here is the flowing water. I've asked, I must have asked like 7 different groups if there was flowing water. They all said it was frozen. But as I learned, I'm gonna be an uncle snowshoe hike backpacking trip a few years ago. For some reason, lake outlets have they melt out fastest. I don't know why, and I would very much so like to learn why. I find this all very fascinating. And I am walking in the river, which is probably not a good idea. But, This is Brainard Lake. I'm a little sketched out. Walking over water. Oh yeah, it has gotten warm enough for like, if I were to fall through, I would probably be able to live.